Hey guys, in this video we are going to continue our Google Maps and local search ranking strategies by diving into building reviews. Now, why build reviews? Because reviews equal trust and authority. And why does trust and authority matter? Well, obviously it matters to clients, but it also matters to Google because, as we talked about earlier, trust and authority, Google says, is worth ranking. So if you build that trust and authority with people, if you have lots of established reviews, you are going to have a way easier time showing up higher in Google Maps search. That is the number one way you can climb the rankings. If there are multiple photographers in your area listed under Google Maps, this will set you apart because hardly any of them have many reviews. Let me show you what I mean. So if I go in here and I type in Kelowna wedding photographer, and we look in the Google Maps results, you're going to see right at the top here is Tailor Fit Photography. That's my business. And the reason that we are ranking at the very top is look at the number of reviews, 48. Look at the next result, 16. Look at the third result, 8. And then we have 8, 8, 19. Kevin Trowbridge is not doing as well, but that's probably because he's rated 4.6 instead of 5 stars like these other reviews. So that's the number one thing you can do to start ranking. We're going to try and build 30 reviews for you on your Google page. I'm going to show you 3 strategies to do it. It's quick and it's pretty simple. You just have to do a tiny little bit of work. So we're going to hop over here. And the first thing is I've got this Google review request email template. Now, the number one way to get reviews is simply to ask. That's all it is. You just need to ask people to review because most of the time they will be willing, and most of the time people will not leave a review unless you specifically ask for it. Or you do such an amazing job that they go over and above. But even then, they'll probably leave it on Facebook or they'll write you a direct message. You need to ask them to go to your Google page to get these reviews. That's why most photographers don't have the reviews, even if they have testimonials on their website, because they're not directing people to this page. So one big tip, I find the best way to get the reviews is to ask multiple times. You don't want to do it just once and just casually say it. You want to ask at the very beginning. So for example, with a wedding client, I send them an initial review request when I deliver their engagement photos. So that's the first time I ask for a review. After the wedding, I send them a sneak peek with the photos. So they're thrilled on those. And then I also send a link to my Facebook page to leave a review on there. If they haven't yet left a review on Google, I will make that a Google link instead. And then at the very end, when I deliver their photos, I ask a third time. So I ask 3 times for every single client. Now, this strategy is equally applicable whether you're a mechanic or a car salesman or a photographer or a real estate agent. You can do the exact same thing. You'll just have to tweak it a little bit to fit your business. The key is that every time someone does business with you, make sure you follow up, thank them for giving you your business, make sure you can do everything in your power to impress them, and then ask them for the review. And if they don't leave a review, just follow up 2 weeks later and say, hey, I was wondering, did you have a second to leave me a quick review? By the way, how's that new car treating you, right? And you can do this several times in the process, and you're going to get way more reviews simply by asking. And I don't just mean way more. I mean, it's the difference between getting 0 reviews and the people who get tons of reviews and dominate in Google search. So you really need to do this. Now, the first thing that you need to do if you do not have any reviews yet is go out and ask your previous clients. The ones who are happy working with you, just send them a quick email. So I've got this after session email that I send people and say, hey, I'm excited. You can use this template and insert it in your emails, but you can just go ahead and contact your previous clients. Do that right now. Pause this video. Contact them and say, hey guys, I am hoping you're doing well. Just wanted to check in and see how you're liking everything. Wondering if you could do me a really quick favor. If you had a good time working with me, I'm trying to get the word out about my business. Would you leave a quick review? And then you're going to find your business and get them the link. So you're just going to click on your business on local maps, and we're going to right click. Actually, you can just click reviews. How about this? There we go. Copy that link. Bam. And you can either insert the link like this, which is a little bit ugly, or in your email software, you would simply highlight and go insert hyperlink or whatever the equivalent is on your email and go apply. And shabing shabam, now they can just click that little link. So it's up to you, whatever works better. And then you send them that link. Send that to all of your previous happy customers. Now, the next way that you're going to get reviews is by asking your friends. So friends and family, I would not post and send a mass email to everybody. The reason being, if you do that, your email will tend to get lost in the crowd. People figure, oh, somebody else must have helped them by now. You need to ask people directly and ask them one at a time. So I've got a little template for here. You just send them a text, something like this. Hi, hope you're awesome. Would you do me a huge favor? I'm trying to get good ratings on my Google business page. Any chance you'd be willing to give me a 5-star rating or review? If you think my photography is worth recommending, or if you just like me as a person, you can insert that too. It would mean the world to me. And 9 times out of 12, probably not 9 times out of 10, people will very willingly and very happily leave you that review. So do that. Contact 20 to 30 of your friends and family and just ask them to leave a quick review. Now, if they've never actually done business with you before, that's totally okay. They don't necessarily have to actually have worked with you and do a whole write-up on what it was like and what kind of photos they booked. All they have to do is go in here, write a review, give a quick rating, and say, Ryan is a stellar guy, and he tells great cat jokes, right? Obviously, you don't necessarily want the great cat jokes, but they can just give you a character reference. That's totally fine and totally okay. So you could just put 2 thumbs up. Whatever it is. So just make that clear to people, because sometimes people will say to themselves, well, I'm not that uncomfortable recommending your business if I've never actually done business with you. Say, hey, it's not about that. I just want a character reference, and you'll get better results that way. Now, the third way that you can get reviews is through a Facebook post or contest. So this is one that I did in September 2016 when I actually wanted to start ranking my Google page. And so I went and I just said, hey friends, I need some help. Would you take 8 seconds? Make sure that you specify that it's going to be quick and simple and painless. Follow this link and rate my business 5 stars. That would be a huge help. And then I put an incentive, and it's kind of silly. This is back when Pokemon Go was still a thing, #RIP. In return, I will write a 2 to 3 sentence poem in your honor, or just say thank you, your choice. P.S. If you're too busy catching wild Pokemon, I totally understand, right? So you could post something like this. Doesn't have to be as goofy as mine was. However, look at the engagement I got. So I got 8 people who liked it, and 34 people commented. They all left reviews. And so that's where most of my reviews came from to start, were just these people. And so I went through, and for every person who did one, I left a poem. It was as simple as that, and I gained 30 reviews that way in all of something like a day. So that is a huge thing. Now, one thing to note, you ideally want to have your reviews come in a way that looks organic to Google. So if they see 45 reviews come in on the exact same day, and then you stop getting reviews, you have no more reviews coming in, they are going to sense something fishy about that. So ideally, you would space this out. You would contact maybe 1 customer per day, or just follow up with your customers at different spaces, contact a new friend every day for the next 3 to 4 weeks, and then you will slowly and surely build these Google reviews, and Google will say, oh, this is organic, this looks natural, and they will start to rank you. Now, if you get a bunch of bulk reviews all at the same time, it's still beneficial. It's still going to help you in the long run. It's just that Google won't trust you quite as much as if it looks organic and it appears to be happening in a way that is sustainable and not fishy, just genuine, right? So that's what you need to do, is go ahead and get your Google reviews. That will give you big bonus points in the eyes of Google and also in the eyes of your customers, right? Because which business would you contact if you had a choice? The one who had 48 5-star ratings, or the one who only had 8 or 16 or 4 or a 4.5-star rating? You get the point. So that is it for this lesson. Go out, get yourself at least 30 Google reviews, set a goal, and get started. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.